What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
And we're back with October's monthly review.
In a reasonable time.
Hopefully we've got some spooky games to go through.
So, let's go!
So welcome back everyone, and to my list first of all, but before we get on with the stats, thank you so much to my patrons and to my channel members who without none of this would be possible, so thank you so much.
I love how you just ignore me when I do that.
You're just like...
I do it every single time, and at first you used to go...
You don't always see it because the things pop up saying thank you, so I think
no
one never knows. I'll delay it this time so people can see your little thing.
I do it every time.
you do every time. So yeah, 724 trophy level. We're up to 19,448 total trophies.
Too much time you're on you.
This is over like 11 years though, so it's not too bad over that time. 507 platinums, 3,382 gold, 4,401 silver, and 11,158 bronze. These stats are a bit off because I've just started Dead Island 2, and I've just started Horizon.
They're not off though, are they? That is exactly where they should be.
Well, no, but technically, if we'd have done this at the start of the month, like it's supposed to be, these games wouldn't have been started.
Excuse me, this is still the start of the month.
Yeah, it's still. Yeah, I know. All I'm saying is
compared to normal,
I've now got
is
70, 50. I've got 120 trophies.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah, it's mine. Anyway, that's my excuse basically for why my completion rate's dropped. But 580 games played. 483 completed. So we've got a completion of 95.11. It was about 95.4 before these games, so we're definitely getting it in the right direction. Unearned 1,127. So the next goal now is no new games for a little bit. I want that under 1,000.
Believe that was it.
It's funny because me and Craig have this conversation all the time. It's like, I just want to get it beneath this number, and then you're like, ooh, new game. Ooh, new game.
Anyway. Piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah, honestly, you could get me into the back of a van if you just like kept placing new games out, and I'd be like, ooh. If there was just like Stellar Blade and then Star Wars Outlaws and then Astro Bot, I'd just end up in someone's van. Anyway, we're 5.33 trophies a day, 12,068 views, and some World and Country ranks, which no one cares about anymore. So we need to skip past these because we've got some stuff in November, which, as I've mentioned, I've just started. Some
you
stuff
just don't need to skip too far, though.
Don't need to go too far because October it looks really bad, but there was some nice cleanup, which I'm quite happy with, getting some of this done. So literally Power Wash Sim, we always welcome some...
in the face.
Some Power Wash Sim, which we always welcome a bit more of that. Shrek DLC this time, which is quite fun. I enjoyed visiting the...
You liked doing the onion, didn't you?
The onion? What
the onion, just married onion.
That was pretty good, yeah. The whole thing was pretty cool, to be fair. But the levels weren't too bad or frustrating or long. Not like the Warhammer DLC where there's loads of nooks and crannies on all of the tanks and the
I love that phrase, nooks and crannies.
Nooks and crannies. But yeah, on that one you've got there's loads of like big mech suits and tanks, and it's quite difficult to get into some of the bits. Where the Shrek stuff, it's all pretty much open and you can just go a bit ballistic and just squirt everywhere. So the next one, yeah, that's right. The next cleanup, again, really happy with this. Immortals Phoenix Rising, which I'd heard a lot of bad stuff about the DLC, so I got the platinum a way back, as you guys know. Had a little bit of a break when we went on holiday, and then held off a bit before doing the DLC because of what people have said. And I think this just goes to show that you shouldn't always listen to what others say and just go in yourself.
And can I just say, there's one person you never listen to, and that's Josh.
Yeah,
had to get that in there.
Don't ever listen to Josh. Never.
Slip that one in. Sorry, I've thrown you off there.
No, you're absolutely fine. But it's absolutely great. I mean, if I was going to give it any kind of criticism, I think the first of the 3 DLCs is probably too many trials, I think. But the second one, I really enjoyed the different the different realm. It was more around kind of the Japanese mythology, which was really good. And then the third one was a completely different character with a totally different perspective. I really had a lot of fun with it anyway, and I'm quite glad it's 100% now. So
You keep that thumb away from my face. I don't know if it is getting close, but it feels like it's like here, and I'm like...
I'm getting like dead animated because I'm excited again. No, it was really fun, and yeah, glad to get that one done. The next one, yeah, another game that I said I wasn't going to be getting this year, and then I got this year. Very, very close to the platinum. One trophy is very doable. It's about 2 hours of my time. I can go in and get that any time, really. It's quite straightforward to do, and then the last trophy is just the elite trophy, which unfortunately none of the guys were kind enough to invite me to the lobby, so I kind of missed out on it. So now I'm on my own. However, James is working really hard to look at teams that are in Division 1, very close to getting into elite. So we're hoping
wouldn't have to do that though if they'd have just invited
if you just invited me, that would have been nice. But yeah, so I'm going to have to get that done at some point, hopefully soon, because I was hoping to get this done quite quickly, because the F124, although it's a bit further down the list as you can see there, I just need to wait for the season to finish, which finishes in about 6 or 7 days now, and I'll have the platinum for this, hopefully the FC25 platinum. But yeah, if James can get this done with me, we're going to lift the fraud status. It's being lifted. He'll be a new man if we can. Yeah, the title will be abolished for the rest of time. So yeah, hopefully the FC25 platinum will be done soon, and that will be a nice ultra rare to go with all of the other ones. And then rounding up October, which was another one in what I've mentioned in previous months, when me and Craig have done like Resi 5, Resi 6. Best friends forever and ever. Yeah, Tuesday boosting friends. We
oh baby, don't do anything on a Tuesday. You're gonna take me away from Craig.
Honestly, like when she makes plans on a Tuesday, like proper 2-foot tackle her. So yeah, another game I didn't think I was going to get the 100% on was Borderlands. It had been left at like 70-odd% for when I did the platinum a fair few years ago.
I mean, 4 years and 6 months completion.
Yeah. Oh, well, I could have just looked at that, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Absolute noob. So yeah, platinum did a while ago, and yeah, we just kind of cracked on. And big shout out to Void as well for jumping in with us, teaching us a few tricks and helping out with the larger coliseums, because they were quite frustrating. But yeah, really happy to get that done. So unfortunately, no platinums. I do already have one for November, which you guys can see, but we'll leave that for Becky's list. We'll have an argument.
Excuse me, leave it for my list. I don't have it.
No, I mean, you pop trophies in October, so you can talk about moving out and tell everyone that you need to pull your finger out, and you would have the platinum as well.
Like, no one cares about you anymore. Move on.
So yeah, it was quite a short amount of games to talk about, but very happy with.
So basically, he's absolutely crap, and he just doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, this is
skill issue.
There's some good work in here. This Borderlands many hours, Phoenix Rising many hours. There's things that you haven't seen on here. So boosting Kung Fu Panda, I've put quite a lot of hours into that, but you don't see
using
that.
my PlayStation.
You don't see that up here. Some of the stuff that's shown is November or started in October, like the Modern Warfare 2 DLC. But we can talk about that next month. Yeah, don't get me started on that. But yeah, so there was other things done. You don't see it because there's no trophies popped, of course. But yeah, that was October. So let's move over to Becky's list.
Here we are, and I chose this banner to keep forever and ever.
Oh, did you actually change? I didn't realise you had. I mean, it makes sense because House Flipper was the last thing you played, wasn't it?
I loved it.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it.
So, I'm at trophy level 310, 1,925 trophies in total, 45 platinums, 287 gold, 415 silver, and 1,178 bronze. 73 games played, 43 completed, 72.81% completion.
Yeah.
782 earned trophies. I feel like that's less though than the last time we did this.
Possibly.
I feel like, I don't know though, I can't. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah, I think it is.
2.59 trophies a day, 805 views. Cheeky little 805.
It's doing it. I like it. Cushy.
Getting there. A lot of them are you.
Just pressing on it each day.
So, I've actually had an okay October, actually. We didn't realise, we just had a little cheeky scroll before we started.
Yeah. Neither of us have had any platinums, which is a shame, but we've done little bits, haven't we, where we've had time, which is cool. But yeah,
Epic Mickey was epic. So you know, when this one decided to be an absolute dink and pile drive the bed and smash his face, the next day he had to go and get his teeth sorted. So whilst he was there to say sorry and thank you, because I went to work on 4 hours sleep for looking after him, going away and eat, I came home and Epic Mickey was on my Minnie Mouse controller holder.
I think we might have, because I'm trying to remember where you started this, because we might have mentioned on the last one and then you've carried on.
Am I not allowed to say it again?
Yeah, of course you are. I'm trying to remember, did we tell...
But if I want to say it again, I'm allowed to.
Do one of you want?
So am I being rude?
Wow, that's me told.
Anyway, it was amazing and I loved the story. I really, really did. I've only got, obviously, as you can see, I've got eight to go. It's like simple stuff. Like, it really is really. I need to do 2 more playthroughs. That was my own fault because I didn't want to look at the guide before I started. I just wanted to do it. And then when I did eventually look at the guide, I was like, I should have done that. When you're fighting the bosses, you've got to do either ink or remover.
Okay, yeah.
And I'd done remover on the first one, but then I did ink on the second one, and I was like, but it's fine. It doesn't matter, and it's a good game, and obviously it'll be quicker playing it. Those are the 2 times.
So animated.
Those are the 2 times to be faster because I don't have to do all the fancy, like, moving around and whatnot. Yeah. But no, I've absolutely loved it. Really, really enjoyed it. Can't wait to play it again, to be honest. Get those last few trophies. I just need to get my head in gear.
Yes.
But yeah, no, fantastic. Word search is just, I love word searches, just cracking on with them every now and again when I feel like it.
You've had this on the list a while, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
You just do a couple every now and again.
Yeah, and I deleted it, didn't I? Because I downloaded quite a few games, so then I was like, I'll just get it back. Animal Shelter, managed to pop another trophy on that one. It was 1 or 2 trophies on that one. Well, it's been really glitchy, really buggy, so I haven't stayed on it for probably, well, actually, that is the point, because you need to get to certain stars and have played it for a certain length of time, and they are some of the trophies. So that's a few of the trophies that I'm missing, but it's at 50% now. And but as you can see, like 1.72%, that's because it's so buggy. Mm-hmm. Like, how many times did it crash on me and I like lost all my save data at the start again, which means that you haven't played for that length of time and you've not got up to however many stars that you need. So I figured that out. You just don't sit. You let it auto save and that's it. You don't ever manual save it, and then it won't ever corrupt. So I figured bits out, and then I just need to go probably look at a guide a little bit for it. Yeah. For a few of it, but yeah, it is. I do love it. It is quite cute. It is quite cute.
It does look fun, to be fair.
Astro's Playroom went in and got those bots. I know I'm a little bit behind the trend, but I just I wasn't up for it before, and I was this time. So yeah, got it done.
Nice clean up. I like it.
Horizon Zero Dawn. So it was one of those ones where I was like, that is obviously quite a big amount of cleanup left to do still. So kind of dipped back in it when we'd seen the remaster coming out, and then you were like, oh, do it, then we can play together. So it is really good. I'm really enjoying the addition of Frozen Wilds, to be honest.
It is a shame that we can't play together, because I realised after the fact that you need the disc in to access the PS5 version. So we'll play it separate times. It's fine.
Yeah, but no, it is fantastic, and it is a good addition to the base game, isn't it? So
it really
looking forward to playing it some more. Gone Home. It's just it was a bit of a weird story anyway. Mm-hmm. And it isn't like it's a hard game. I'm not saying it's a hard game. It's just annoying. And I didn't get the last trophy on it. You had to get it for me, because the speed run bit where you've got to finish in under a minute, it's just, there's a door next to the stairs to get the key. And if you don't get to the door and click it quick enough to get the basement key.
It's got to be so exact
gosh.
as well, otherwise it doesn't seem to want to open, does
just
it?
Infuriating, and I couldn't be done with it, so you did it for me. And I'll get the other ones done eventually. It's not even for a platinum. Boo. Boo hiss. And then we're on to Lego Marvel Superheroes. It's okay. It's alright. Not like properly shouting about it or anything. It's okay. I've been looking forward to playing Lego games, but I don't know how... It's not really jumping out to me as much as you thought it was going to as well. Not? I don't think, no. It's alright. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I really enjoy it, but no, I suppose... Yeah.
Each to their own.
That's fine.
And I don't really want to talk about moving out because I'm really unimpressed, because the whole point of us playing on my console first was because whenever we play games, we play on his console first, and he always gets all the trophies, and then it has to get replayed on mine, which is what we did when we played Lovers and other things. So the point was to play it on mine, so I would get it all first. Oh, and he goes and pops all of the trophies and gets a platinum before me.
To give this context, though,
no context needed.
I would have always waited, and even if it's a bit like Gotham Knights, if we want to use that as an example, if it meant me waiting 2 years to get the platinum, I would have. But we already had to buy Gotham Knights quite recently.
Right, I'm not being funny though, right? If he'd have platinumed moving out with me before we went on holiday...
Yeah, I mean, there is that.
Then Gotham Knights would have been platinum by now too.
We did have plenty of time to do it, but because moving out is also being removed from PS Plus on the 9th, I think it's the 19th, I didn't want another...
So 13 days.
I didn't want another game.
Only works 3 days a week, you definitely could have done it.
I didn't want... I know, but what we're saying here is we have to do it on yours, which... means getting you it, and then how much time have I got to then? So I didn't want to risk this happening again, so I just did it yesterday quickly while I was off, and then we can just do yours now when you're off over the weekend. Done, easy. What was your uncle? Fanny's your aunt.
I'm just going to play on my own now. What was the point? What's the point?
Spat a dummy out. Right, so...
And that's it, that's me.
Yeah, no, I think really good progress. Unearned coming down, as you say, because all the games that were there, you've chipped away at stuff that you'd had on in the past, so yeah, I'm pretty certain the numbers come down. But yeah, really good. So yeah, without further ado, let's move over to the monthly Platinum Collection.
Well, here we are, the best part of the video.
Definitely is.
With all of you lot, and to see what you got up to. Do you know what makes me really sad though?
What's that?
Because no one's names are spooky anymore.
Yes.
But everyone changed them on the 1st. So really, even if we'd done it on the 1st, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a shame that we're looking at spooky season and people don't have their spooky names.
Well, they had them the month before, didn't
yes.
they? Yeah, well, I know what you mean. I was going to say at least we're going to get to see some platinums now, but Stephen's Stephen's in the 0 Platinum Club like us for October. So, yeah, this is where all of Stephen's Platinum trophies will be, if he had any. So, yeah, we do love that.
You might as well do this one.
Oh, might I now. So, the legend Rob. Hello everybody, hope you're all well and had a great October. Geoff, you better have your locks out on this video. It's the main reason I come watch it these days. It's kind of out, it's pushed back a little bit because gaming all day with it flopping in front of my eyes, it's been quite annoying. So the Jack Grealish has gone in for a little bit.
Trying to give you a run for your money.
I know, yeah, frustrating it. It's down here. Quiet month this month, just 3 plats, puts me on 24 plats for the year, which I suppose I'll have to get used to these low numbers now I have a little one. Life is Strange PS3, it'd been quite a few years since I played the original, so fancy going back to play it again, and I can play it again in like 5 years with the PS5 stack too. Really enjoyed it like I did the first time. I picked different choices this time, and must say much prefer choosing to save Chloe the first time to this one where I didn't. Yeah, I would agree with that. Definitely best to save Chloe.
I can't remember if I saved Chloe now.
I think you did.
Did I?
I think so. Zombie Vikings PS4, played this with Mark and another friend. The story was hilarious. It's up to 4-player online co-op where you play as zombies raised by Odin to hunt down Loki, who's stolen his magical eyeball. Really stupid comedy game, but made us laugh, but it could be glitchy in certain bits, but we enjoyed it for the most part, and nice ultra rare also. Yeah, really nice. Never heard of that. That does sound pretty fun. Pox no, I just caught the image in the corner. Yeah, like we did last one. Let's just skip over the games. No one cares about them. There's babies. Pox Nora, a free game I played with Mark. Was fun playing with Mark again as always. Was an okay game as well. Been working on Trine 5 with Kerry whenever Addy is asleep, but that's slow and steady game, and halfway through Like a Dragon Gaiden, which I love, but it's been on the back burner the last week as I'm boosting Star Wars Battlefront with a lot of the ultra rare friends, which has been fun for the most part. Goals for November are to finish the 3 games above and then start an NHL 24 with Flick and Mark. Nice work on some more cleanup, Geoff. I want to see you working towards that 75 unfinished games goal we set for you though. Take care, guys, and until next time, may the force be with you both. And may the force be with you also. Look at this. No one cares about the PSMP.
Look at her. She's so beautiful. She finally looks like a newborn baby size.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
Doesn't she look? She's finally like a little newborn.
No, look,
oh.
She's beautiful. Oh, are we on about Addy? Sorry. I get carried away sometimes. Yeah, I think it's the curls, you know. I think that's what it is.
You're just jealous, aren't you? You wish yours was that curly. But being serious, she's actually finally a little newborn baby size.
Absolutely.
She's just still so titchy.
Absolutely incredible. I'm loving the...
You can see the little chunk on her leg starting. You just want to squish them. Just squish them. Sorry.
I think we're a bit excited because, as we've mentioned in the server and the in real life stuff, we've had our friends newborn.
My best friends had a baby.
Yeah. So we've had Isla over and actually not just babysitting but stayed overnight. And it was hard work, wasn't it? But it hasn't put us off.
For one of us,
I mean,
yeah.
I was up all night and Becky was just asleep. So it was...
He snored. The baby didn't go to sleep till 3:30 and he snored from midnight.
I don't snore.
All the way to 3:30.
Not like James.
While the baby
though.
was screaming.
Please tell me not like James.
Not quite, but still bad.
Oh, I love the...
But anyway, absolutely beautiful.
I love this. Absolutely amazing. But we will. We'll be fair. It's about the games, isn't it? Let's bring those up. Yeah, looking really, really
I'd like
good.
to play Life is Strange again.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. It's looking really good, Rob. Keep it up, bud. Love to see it. Yeah.
Sapphic Mystery?
Mm.
I've basically not gotten any platinums this month. I've finished getting the plat 100% for DQ11 and DAI right before the release of Veilguard. DQ11 is an amazing, albeit but lengthy game. If you enjoy JRPGs, this is one of the best ones ever made and it very much deserves the 91 on Metacritic. The entire plat took me 84 hours, but I've heard everything from 90 to 120 from people.
Makes sense.
Dragon Age Inquisition is one of my favourite games of all time. Still loved it just as much as I did when I first 100%ed it on Steam. It's basically peak BioWare in terms of lore, storytelling and companion writing, while not quite exceeding the Mass Effect trilogy. 100% took 72 hours. Rogue Book is just a normal daily playing I did of the game, but I've started to drop it now, having had enough of it. In my opinion, it's the second best roguelike deck builder, only being surpassed by the GOAT's STS. If you like this genre, the game is must play. Beware, only the PS4 version is platable via down patching and requires the DLC for the plat. I don't know any of this lingo, just an FYI.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have no idea what I'm on about.
Off camera, we can
I'm just reading loads of random
skill,
letters.
Yeah.
Rogue Book is just a normal daily playing I did for the game, but I started to drop it. Oh, I've just read that, haven't I? My gosh.
Yeah, you need the Valhalla one.
Dear me. AC Valhalla is
Long
the game
day.
I'm actively working on Mondays and Fridays. Loving it a lot more than I expected. I don't care for the AC genre, so I don't mind that it's not like the good old days of assassinating people. The change between stealth and combat gameplay makes for a pretty varied and fun change of gameplay. I do wish Zealots and the Legendary Beasts were more difficult on Nightmare. Crash Bandicoot is just a game I play when I feel like it. Got 5 time trials left, one of which is the Stormy Ascent. The other games I just to future-proof them once the servers inevitably shut down.
Oh, very nice. Good work, Sapphic Mystery. Love that. Very good indeed. Here he is, the fraud. It's still as it stands until he can lift
because
it.
especially with the one that he's about to say.
I mean, look at this. Massive thanks to all of these people who didn't invite Platinum Jangus for the Elite Boost. Yeah. I remember when he's need help, and I didn't even get a thanks for getting the 200 appearances trophy from James.
I just want to say as well, so happy this is done now. I can focus on other games. You better not be, otherwise you're going to unfriend him.
We've been talking about it quite a lot, so he's been looking at loads of clubs, so he's putting in loads of work, which I do appreciate. Another month has passed, so more platinum trophies and 100%. Golf with Your Friends DLC, happy to have this back to 100% now. I just hope this is the last DLC pack. Unpacking PS4, stack this to get closer to 150 platinums, nice. And then again, which we don't care to comment about, but well done. No, really good, James. Love that.
Another great month for everyone.
Yeah, very, very nice indeed, dude. Keep it up.
And their name is straight after Mrs. Fraud herself. Hello, lovely lot. Hope you all had a good spooky season. Now it's time to get ready for Christmas. October was a month where I felt like I didn't stop. I'm well and truly back into the world of studying. It's a lot of work, but I'm loving the course, and you'll see my name on a published book one day. James and I also met up with the Discord King and Queen, Platinum Jangus and bexxraff in Northampton, and I got a bit merry on cocktails.
One cocktail.
I also got shortlisted for an award at the Staff Awards at work. Although I didn't win, it was still an honour to be shortlisted. That being said, I did manage to get a platinum this month, which is a shock in itself, seeing it with how busy I've been. Astrobot, I really enjoyed this one. Granted, I didn't get the nostalgic feel as I haven't been playing PlayStation for very long, but I still loved it nonetheless. A big thank you to James and Aaron for helping me on, let's say, the more difficult levels. Much appreciated, guys. My goals for November are to finish Level Us the Moon. I'm not a huge sci-fi fan, but I'm enjoying this, and start Life is Strange Double Exposure. Another great month, everyone. You love to see it.
Fantastic, Amy. Great work as always. So we've got...
Who is?
It's Leon.
Oh, it's Leon.
Yeah, Mariah Carey up next. Because it's about now where she just comes out of her cave, isn't it?
Time.
Just comes out with her one.
I can't do it at the pitch she does it. There you go, that was the pitch.
Oh, God, sorry if that sounded crazy through there. Cats and Seek or Soccer. Like the Hidden Cats games, you find cats very fun.
Why have we not played any of these games?
This is true. A building full of cats.
Oh my gosh!
A building that is full of cats. 10 out of 10. It sounds like an 11 out of 10 for me, that.
Okay, it's a building full of I don't know if he was there. No, he's not even there.
Can't see him anywhere. Power Simulator, this was essentially a DLC cleanup. I did all the DLCs except the SpongeBob one this month. Great game, fun DLCs. And then we've got No clue why it's below 10%, but I'm not complaining. Very easy. Castle full of cats. Shop, more goodness. Cats need to be found. I found them. Gunscore and Cannelloni 2. I wanted to play this for a long time, but never wanted to spend the money on it. Wait, is that what I said? It's cannelloni.
Did you say cannelloni?
No, I think that's a cannelloni. Why did I say that?
This is why you need to read things carefully. This is why you need
sleep too. Gunscore and Cannoli 2. I wanted to play this for a long time, but never wanted to spend the money on it. I had some leftover wallet funds on my PlayStation, bought it, enjoyed it, recommend. Xenoverse, nearly lost every morsel of hope in my body doing this. 84 fifths roughly hours 84. Do you know what is happening with my brain? I swear it just fell out of my head. 84 and a half roughly hours to plat. I was like, what, over 5? That was what I started doing sums. Hours to plat. Mathematics, Jesus. Most of that was spending time playing parallel quests over and over and over to get the ultimate super skills. I did 50 playthroughs on one mission alone, ended up over 600 parallel quests before I got them all. Got to thank Ryan for the online, couldn't have done it without him. Nice to see Ryan helping someone else though. These are all getting it every time these come up. You ask for this. No, really, really good month, Leon. Love that, as always. I respect it.
Absolutely horrifying. I got one. I got to do one.
Yep, Abs has still got her name. Love that.
Happy Halloween all. October's a month of more cleanups and horror games for me. I wasn't able to play as many horror games as I'd hoped due to work being more full on than usual, and ended the month with a nasty little cold. So 100% DLC cleanup Assassin's Creed Origins, one of my favourite AC games, mainly due to the ancient Egypt setting. Platinum Exit Slum 11, an eerie little walking simulator, a grub really. Platinum Blood Wash, another very easy game but was really enjoyable and definitely gave me some jump scares. Platinum Dragon Age Origins PS3, a game I played many years ago on Xbox and loved. As a fan of BioWare games and of Dragon Age games in general, this is a joy.
You hate it when I move it. I was just trying to get it ready for the next one for you.
This was a joy to replay years later. The Platinum is a bit of a missable nightmare, but generally isn't tough gameplay wise. Platinum My Name is Mayo Vita. I had a long lunch hour. 100% the park. Really enjoyed this little horror game, some decent jump scares. Platinum Sega Mega Drive Collection PS3. A very long 11-year cleanup. Was fun to go back to the sake of classics. Platinum Intruders Hide and Seek. A fun little stealth horror game that I really enjoyed. Platinum Jack Holmes Master of Puppets. Another horror game with some decent jump scares.
Wow.
Platinum Men in Black Alien Crisis PS3. Another long cleanup. Platinum Goosebumps the game. Point and click. Not gonna lie, I used a guide. Happy hunting all.
That's a very good month. That abs. Absolutely brilliant. So up next we've got Josh, a jolly platinum nerd, 22. Love that. Good evening. You kind of have to do that in your 9 Emery's voice, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Good evening, you a lot. The fact it's only 8 weeks until Christmas is kind of scary, but here we are back again with another monthly progress update. 100% for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Just a cheeky new game plus playthrough because I'm not a sneaky cheat yet and didn't use the debug menu when it accidentally dropped. Not much else. Power Wash Sim, those gold medals can suck my left toe. Thank you, Diddy Fawkes and Platinum Jangus, for revealing all those juicy little secrets and tips on how to get those bar stewards done. Did some Back to the Future and SpongeBob DLC as well. Bloody hell, they're addicting.
Where's the addicting? Where is it? Where? There? Like over there? Or...
Can't they get you digging it, Josh?
They are.
Addictive.
They are. Sorry.
Teach your head.
And it's just because it's Josh.
Yeah,
really. It had to happen.
Yeah.
I've moved on from James and Amy. You're my next target.
So up next we've got Grubby Chickens on the road. Si, say it with me. We did it for a Full House square. I may be ever so slightly addicted to Full House. I will be filing a civil lawsuit. Nice. He is a little bit addicted. He can't sleep at night, bless him. Just rolls around in bed. Oh no, Full House. That's what he does. Oh no, I can't sleep. Full House.
Why does he do this?
Because that's him like rolling around in bed trying to get comfortable. But he can't. All he can think about is Full House. Oh, sorry for anyone who lives in Dudley or nearby areas. Superliminal up next. Saw it was leaving Plus and decided to hop into it before it left. Sorry. Very weird game. It's like the Stanley Parable if you took certain illegal KFC herbs and spices before, which is saying something because Stanley Parable was quite the experience. Got Chivalry 2 next. The sound of screaming, cutting people's heads off, and more screaming about how you've soiled yourself and nobody cares. Actual dialogue, by the way. Average night in Birmingham, so I felt right at home. Very easy. You can do everything against the AI. Thank you to the server god of sexiness, Ray, for the help with that last trophy. Very fitting name for Ray. I like it. Stroke the grubby dick.
Oh.
Wow. Yes, I am.
Do you also find lots of them in Birmingham?
Yes, I am an immature child. Let's just move on. So I like that. Let's just move on, and then moving out is up next. Has he done that on purpose? Anyway, swiftly moving on. Moving out for number 70. So this was like Superliminal, leaving the extra catalogue. We need to have a words Sony because this is getting ridiculous now. Cannot fault the game at all. Team 17 strikes again with another very silly and fun game. Police Simulator Patrol Officers.
I want to play it.
Yes, me too. I now know what being American feels like, and it's something. Only got fired 3 times, twice for taking tight corners like Verstappen and flipping my car 16 times, and once for getting curious and potentially pulling my gun and putting a few between some poor woman's eyes. Pretty fun simulator though, and ticked off quite a few squares, so one cannot complain. He's as bad with Full House as Jen is with badges. Honestly, they absolutely love it. They love to see it. So we've got Minecraft PlayStation 5 edition, 4 stacks. What trophy greedy bastard would want 4 stacks of the same game, each with at least 80 trophies? Me, that's who. I will admit I was a sneaky cheat and did join someone's trophy world. I know, I'm currently sitting in the corner thinking about my actions. Last trophy I had was to play for 100 days, so I did what any self-respecting trophy hunter would do. I sat there in a hidey hole for pretty much 3 days. I went and did real life stuff. Popped the platinum at the ungodly hour of 6 AM this morning, just in time for this month's report. That's it from me, currently working on the Crew Motorfest as my next project. Great platinums everyone, as per, and I will see you next month. I like that as a good write-up as well, Josh. I really appreciate it, bud. And,
we only managed a little dig.
And say again?
We only managed a little dig.
I know, we'll get him back twice. We'll get double the amount next month. But yeah, no, really good dude. I like that.
And then we're on to McCann. Focused on some cleanups this month, getting to 100%. Power Wash Simulator, returned to complete the Shrek DLC, which was as enjoyable and satisfying as I expected it to be. Always a good time playing this game. Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, been wanting to get on this since its release and finally got the chance to. Cyberpunk is one of my favourite games and I had such a great time with this, I started a fresh playthrough.
Wow.
Congrats to everyone on all your October efforts.
Very nice, McCann. Yeah, looking forward to doing the Cyberpunk DLC. It's going to be good. Okay, Shaz up next. Biggest month I've had in the last year. Minecraft PS3. Finally did the AFK after 2.5 years. Black Ops 6 is the best COD since Black Ops 3. I got second achiever for it, which I'm really happy with. Dead Island 2 new game plus DLC was absolutely crap, ruining a great game. Saints Row was actually pretty fun, I can't lie. I enjoyed it. UFC 5, I went back after a long time and I think it was first or second try. I got the trophy for the 5-win streak all of a sudden and then grinded the prestige easily for the cleanup. Deceiving, I hated this game, but during this cleanup double XP was actually working, so that made it better. And then finishing off with Silent Hill 2, my first experience with the series and it won't be my last. It was a solid game and I enjoyed every second. Yeah, Silent Hill 2 when I was a kid. Oh, that scared me, that did. There was a few changes of underwear while playing Silent Hill 2. Yeah, it's a bit small, guys, but yeah, cracking month from Shaz, love that.
And then we are on to Batista. Not much to report this month. Hating Platinum 200, but I guess I'll let it out the bag now. Unpopular opinion, maybe worse than a certain person's hatred for Horizon Forbidden West. TLOU remastered?
The Last of Us.
Oh, I've done my normal run
Wow.
and I've 100% left behind. Now working on Survivor Run and cleaning up collectibles. I've missed it in my first run. It's a shitty game. Sorry, not sorry.
Wow, that is
a hot take.
That is a hot take. I think that's worse. That's even worse than Josh's about Horizon. The Last of Us is one of the best games ever made. That's crazy, Dave. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Right, we'll move on before I get a bit...
Can I make you laugh? Diddy Fawkes is diddling.
Oh, just on the side there. Love that. I'd expect nothing less from him. Diddling. So good. So we got Mr. Stobs up next. Only 3 plats this month, but was certainly a challenging month for me. We've got Uncharted Drakes. It's because I was trying to say Uncharted and Drake's Fortune together. Kind of melded them. Let's just move on before we mess anything else up. I started this 7 years ago, unlocked a trophy and never played it again. Glad I went back to this. Loved the game. Managed crushing okay, but Brutal was very challenging. Platinum DLC complete. The rest of the series will eventually be spun in via my wheel. Cuphead next. Very nice. Impressive. This is a game I didn't think I would ever be able to complete. Can be very frustrating, dying over and over again. But when you eventually beat the boss, what a relief. Platinum 100% complete. Love that. And then we've got Assassin's Creed Syndicate for your 140th. I enjoyed this AC, like the what is it?
Yeah.
Do you know why it's confused? They're called Fry. I think it's you just swap the letters on. Yeah, Evie and Jacob Fry. I was thinking Fire Twins. Who are they? Yeah, the setting was good, easily one of my top 5 AC games. Played the DLC for the first time and really enjoyed the Jack the Ripper theme and setting. Was pretty fun, plat and 100% complete. Congrats to everyone on their plats last month. Very nice indeed, Mr. Stobs, and especially well done on the Cuphead plat. great work indeed.
Then we're on to Rushy, which is good because I know who that is.
Yeah, there's none of this...
Ninja and...
Yeah, the name swapped over, that wasn't good. Confused us.
So Waifu Impact, the less said about this, the better. Destroy All Humans 2 backlog. Finally got around to this and honestly didn't enjoy it as much as I'd hoped. Yes, there was some comedy, but it's more of a few short missions and collectibles. Not as fun as the first game, which they ported to PS4. Assassin's Creed 3 cleanup. Went back to this due to Rye doing it, and we both don't like it and agreed if one done it, the other would do it also. Cheers, Rye. This game has so much filler and unneeded stuff for the plot. It was a horrible game, didn't enjoy it at all. Glad it's done and the bin and in the bin now every AC game on my account is platted. I do however have both ultra rare ACs platinum.
Nice.
Hello Neighbor 2 needed a horror game to secure a badge and that was quick, so hoped it would hopped into it. Safe to say I've not enjoyed anything this month.
That's a shame, but well done on what you have done, Rushy. No, well done, dude. So we've got Santa Claus next. Just the one plat this month for me, as always. I'm stuck working too much and not gaming enough. Sonic Team Racing, I have no idea why this caused me so much grief to plat. Wolf 2, Frostbone, Qatari Collection, number 1. None of them came close to the difficulty of this children's 4/10 difficulty game.
Car! Again, Santa.
Oh, you got it now.
Yeah, but you didn't do it in that way, and then I was trying to figure out. It's hard to see the picture from here.
Yeah.
It's Crow.
Yeah. I didn't really click either straight away.
Yeah, so don't you dare try and say, oh, so you finally got it, have you?
No,
you only got it because I said
I
it.
just winding you up. Just winding you up. I loved it. I knew it was him anyway because of the games that were...
You want to hit me in the face.
Right, so it's children's 4/10 difficulty game. Yeah, it's a brutal game. The difficulty doesn't really make sense. It's a bit silly. We've said a lot of times about Team Sonic Racing, but hey ho, 2.41%. Love to see it. Hope everyone had a good month. Looking forward to seeing what you've all accomplished. Very, very nice indeed.
And then we've got, I don't know, some random pleb.
Just some random pleb, yeah. 6
platinums and a DLC cleanup. Rive, a side-scroller shooter which was quite enjoyable after the first little bit. Some of the trophies were annoying but nothing too hard. Spider-Man Miles Morales was fun to play as Miles and learn more about him, but I felt the game was stretched out a bit thin, potentially because it originally started as a DLC for the first game. Power Wash Simulator, 100%, went back and did the Alice and Back to the Future DLCs just in time for the Shrek DLC to release, so I did that too. No game has ever been so innately satisfying as this game. It tickles my brain just right.
I like that.
Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. PS Plus released the second of the PSP games and I had to try it out as it's one of the 3 Ratchet games I've never played. Secret Agent Clank and All for One being the other 2. It was fun and I enjoyed it more than SAC.
Secret Agent Clank.
But still weaker than most others, probably due to the limits of PSP. Sam & Max The Devil's Playhouse, one of my favourite Telltale games. I played originally on the PS3, so I got the remaster as well. So funny, great references. A Hat in Time. Played this game for Club, not my favourite platforming game, but enjoyable. Goosebumps the game. Played this for the Happy Halloween badge after having a look at my list and realising that I never platted a horror game in October. Very fun old school point and click game and also very fast to complete if you follow a guide.
Very nice. Great little month there, some random pleb. So we've got Ray up next. Pretty eventful month even though it may not seem like it. Alienation was a platinum 100%. That was a while in the making. Bit grindy with an annoying trophy or two, but the gameplay itself is pretty good. We've got, so this is the good one, Ultimate Marvel, well the great one, Elite one. Ultimate Marvel vs Capcom 3 takes a throne here though, with it now being my hardest platinum as of this post. There is a little breathing room in regards to the trophies, especially the ones where you need to complete 480 combo challenges. Truth be told, a lot are pretty simple and are meant to just introduce a character, but some of their later missions are insane. For some combos you have to delay input to use assists, cancel attacks, do inputs in the same frame, and side switch all within the same combo. Some of these combos actually made me crash out or had my hand hurt Lol, this is one for the cabinet. definitely is rare. Arkham Knight is a game I had planned for a while now. This is just 100% done. No lie, some of those trophies were tough, especially where you have to no-hit challenge maps with various characters. And then Astrobot was already planned. This is just DLC. Amazing game, for real. Unbelievable. Really, really respect that, Rare. Good little month, or great little month. Massive respect on Ultimate Marvel vs Capcom 3. Nice.
Wow.
Nice point 6. Love that. And you get another Halloween name.
And then we're on to Bloody Marie. Happy Halloween, guys! Got a variety of spooky and Halloween themed games this month with 10 platinums and 300%. So.
I like that.
Well, I don't get it. Why is it not Necrodance? Why is it Serpent King?
Well, I mean, I've never heard of the game, but I'm assuming she's done Crypt of the Serpent King, but then made a joke because Crypt of the Necrodance is like the hardest game on PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
And we'd all love to have
Oh,
that.
okay. So no idea why people say this is the hardest plot out there. JK basically only done this for the joke. It's a short dungeon crawler game in first person. Nothing special, but the music makes the atmosphere a little bit creepy. Not gonna lie. 100% Vampire Survivors just finished up the remaining DLCs of this massive trophy list, but apparently it's not over yet. 100% Horror Adventure. This game is really badly made, so therefore it wasn't scary at all. Platinum Metal Hellsinger. A fun rhythm game and first-person shooter. Gets a little bit repetitive after some levels, but the soundtrack is great too. Platinum 157 Corpse Party. Def the best pure horror game I've played so far. The game is very dialogue and story heavy, but the story is really complex and interesting. Some very brutal and gruesome scenes as well. And then 100% Home, an alright horror game, not that scary since you're never in any danger, and the plot twist was predictable too.
Very, very nice. Oh,
I was going to say she got 10.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, you said 10.
And then Edgar and Harvey's New Eyes, my fave P&C game, and very nostalgic. This game was so funny, and the German voice acting just enhances it. More funny than scary. Observer System Redux. Cool visuals and cyberpunk setting, a bit creepy, but story was kind of boring in my opinion. You're basically just investigating murders. I enjoy that. Even Inside, needed another game with the letter E alongside Harvey's New Eyes for the Spooky Month badge, which I managed to get this month with this month's games alongside the 4 horror games, full house square by the way. Short and easy but sluggish controls. The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. Rolled this up for the Cowbear Copycat badge from Jen's list. Good story with some unexpected moments. The Letter, the longest and probably objectively best visual novel I've experienced so far. A very long story which can go a lot of different directions. Animated character models, scary quick time events, and it even has voice acting. Took me over 20 hours to finish this. I can definitely recommend it to visual novel and horror enjoyers.
Very nice.
We've got Hidden Cats in Spooky Town. Wanted to see what the series all is about, and it fit into this month's theme. It was a nice change of pace, but I don't think I need to play the others. Halloween Puzzle, got this game in the bundle with some avatars a while ago, and now thought this fits good for today. Wouldn't have platted it otherwise, it's kind of grubby. You have to think or cheat to complete expert mode though. That is why it's only at 80%. Oh, that's it for the month. Maybe I'll focus next month on some longer games again. Very nice.
Yeah, really good month though. Marie, love that. So we've got Tim up next. Been on a bit of a streak really. Happy Halloween first of all. This was the month of cleanups. Number 75 for me. Nice. Starting with Star Wars and Detroit Become Human. Really good game. Star Wars map is notorious for being bad, but I came to actually like it in the end. Detroit was an amazing game, and I loved fully fleshing out all the options and seeing the fully the outcome of each of my actions. 75th was Elden Ring, my beloved. What more is there to say which hasn't already been said? It's a fantastic game and goes in my top 3 favourite Souls games, behind Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls. Overall, I wasn't probably quite as much of a fan as others of the open world. I feel a lot of the bosses were a waste. Yes, DS2 is also very bloated, but I love the game, okay? And a lot of the dungeons were recycled, but it's still an amazing game, and I'd recommend it to anyone who is a beginner in the franchise. Fallen Order PS5 was an accidental auto pop, hence why I didn't mention it. Yes, I'm worse than Satan, I know. Then we've got the Outer Worlds. Amazing, honestly one of my favourite RPGs, very short when it wants to be but also can be fleshed out to be an amazing experience, and overall is one of my most underrated games. Darksiders 3, I didn't enjoy this as much as the first two which I played on the Xbox, as I felt it went too Souls-like and I went too far away from what made the games so great as a series. Overall it's definitely the ugly duckling of the trilogy, still decent. Borderlands 3 DLC makes up for the poor story, although the gameplay is definitely the smoothest and best, especially on PS5, like butter. Can't wait to do the PS5 stack, thanks Diddy Fawkes for the assistance, and you can thank me for the boost again on the DLC. Then we've got RE2, best RE game period, nothing more to say, the remake makes it even better. And then The Last of Us Part 2, very controversial, I know some people on the server would rather cut off their arm than play this game, but still enjoyable. And then we've got RE3, short, sweet. So yeah.
I thought that was going to be blunt then.
I was like, what is this? Yeah, very, very solid month,
Nice.
Tim. Really, really impressive, dude. I like that. Love to see it, dude.
And then we've got Julius Ninja. Normal service resumed in regards to underwhelming months. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. After listening to an episode of one of my historical podcasts which was about the Vikings, it inspired me to return to the game and the inspiration I needed to clear up the plot. Enjoyed it a lot more when I first played it. Still not anything amazing, but far from the worst in the series. Superliminal. Played the PS5 stack of this a few months back and really enjoyed it. Saw the PS5 stack was leaving, so got it done. I'm so confused.
What's that?
Played the PS5 stack a few months ago and enjoyed it. Then saw the PS5 stack was leaving.
Oh.
Maybe played the PS4.
Unless started the PS5 and didn't finish it.
Maybe, yeah.
Because it was leaving, possibly, yeah. Not too sure.
So got it done. Also served as one of my 5 plats in a week for the badge.
Nice.
Stardew Valley, amazing game, one of the best and most relaxing experiences on the platform. Duck Vectors challenge though. Stupid trophy for stupid game mode that doesn't belong in the game. The only negative I have about the game. Life is Strange True Colours, a much better game than Life is Strange 2, but still not on the level of quality of 1 or Before the Storm. Also, this game was the source of Rushy's great betrayal.
These two, man.
Fallout 4, finally got around to finish this off, was much closer to the plot than I thought I was. Had a good time with it once again, but it's still a step down in quality from the previous title in the series. As I said first time round, it's a good game, just not a good Fallout game. Catan?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
Decided to return to this game to do the PS5 stack. Excellent console version of a fun and interesting board game. Was also supposed to be my 5th plat for the 5 in a week bunch. Outriders, following the great betrayal of Rushy. I needed another game for the badge and with Rushy's betrayal fresh on my mind, why not return to the game he ditched me and Lean on mid boost. Fueled by anger and and finally finished with the therapy needed as a result of getting ditched. I grinded out all the ability kills and cleaned up the remaining trophies for the plat. To give him some credit though, Rushy did come back to carry me through a lot of the game, so I can somewhat forgive him.
Love that.
Outriders, didn't realise this auto-pop, so I ended up popping half of the list a few months back during the Great Sinking, so auto-pop the rest of it, the list to clear up some extra unearned off my account. Minecraft is a much needed PS5 version. Most of my playtime over the last few days has gone into this. My addiction continues. WW2, is that like World War II?
Yeah.
Rebuilder. Easiest way to describe that is the World War themed house flipper. Ooh.
Sounds interesting.
You go into various areas and clean up debris and rebuild and repair buildings in the aftermath of World War II.
That sounds really cool.
Really
actually.
enjoying it and would fully recommend it, especially if you like house flipper. We will have to have a look at that.
We certainly will.
Played some great games and had a good time this month, whilst also cleaning up a bit of unearned trophies before adding them all back out again yesterday and today. Going to need 2 big months now to reach my target for the year, but we'll give it a good go.
It's very nice. Really, really good month. I know you said it wasn't as strong as previous, and I know what you mean with what you've been doing, but that's still very, very solid. Really impressed with that. So we've got Nasty Chocobo up next. Been neglecting the hunt these past months because of my addiction to Final Fantasy XIV, but I'm slowly getting back into this madness. Here we go. So Dredge, you are a fisher in a boat. You catch normal fish, but sometimes also messed up horror versions of them. At night, all hell goes loose. You sell the fish, you do quests, and that's the loop. One of those indie games that get hyped into the heavens, and I jump onto it thinking it's going to change my life, only to end up with more disappointment. I guess I can understand the excitement as I have a vibe, the Lovecraftian lore, simplicity, and
it has a vibe, by the way. It has a vibe.
Yeah, it gets to this point, doesn't it? You've done so much reading. It has a vibe, the Lovecraftian lore, simplicity, and its satisfaction is a good combo, but I'm going to be overcritical and say, meh, next. Disco Elysium, another indie game that gets hyped into the heavens, but this time for a good reason. Possibly one of the best written story-driven RPG I've played, filled with messed up situations, comedy and existential crisis. But the ending was kind of rushed, and knowing that we won't ever get a sequel left a bitter taste. Next.
I wouldn't even say it like that. Go next!
Next. Yeah, that's probably how it's meant, isn't it? It's
not whatever you're doing.
Because of the extra E's. Next. I know you're right, it's just how I wanted to say it, okay? Alan Wake 2. Dear Alan is looking for his wife while trying to escape hell and dragging a bunch of people into this mess. Gets a bravo from me as one of the most engaging games I've played recently, but let's stop calling it survival horror. I don't how it plays on harder difficulties, but on normal the game gives you enough resources to mow down an infected raccoon city or two. Also, what's up with the cheap jump scare spam? Stop it. Next. Oh dear, Siphon Filter 2. Oh, the nostalgia hit hard with this. I remember being a little kid in my room on my old CRT TV, playing this on a snowy Christmas morning with my milk and cookies, is what I wished I should be saying, but I've never played this before, and I'm not going to lie, but it was a bit of a pain to do, so compared to the first one, the difficulty spikes were insane, rewind carried my butt so hard, and it felt like it took forever. Next! Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The bond. Oh god, I love how he's written this.
You need to read it in that.
Thy bonds of virginity and the rulers of their rectum worlds. Optanoob, yeah, Optanoob is a god, by the way. That's who I used. Part 3 will end us all. Cloudverse never touching a woman. He is casting Xantatsuken again. I can still hear Chadley talking in my head. Mom, take me from here. I have PTSD now. Thanks, Nomura. Did you enjoy it though? That's the main thing. Yeah, that's how I felt. So, Bonds of Friendship, which is the one that I did at the very end, where it was just Cloud and Zack versus a gauntlet of 10 different big bosses. Horrible. Horrible. You do the same fight with Cloud and Sephiroth with a couple of little changes to the enemies. It's easier because of how powerful Sephiroth is. But
Sephiroth! Sorry.
I enjoyed that. It turned me on a little bit. But no, honestly, it's absolutely brutal. And yeah, Rulers of the Outer Worlds is quite bad also. But yeah, very, very solid month.
That's all for now. Dave and Diablo are filthy Autobots. Ignore them.
Very good though. Love that.
And then Wes is up.
Hello, Wes.
Island Saver, 10 hours, yet another short but fun game I started while waiting for Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream to come out. I honestly really enjoyed the game. I even decided to get all in-game badges and did the DLC that had no trophies. It's not hard enough to be a 2 out of 10, nor is it easy enough to be a grub. Dead Island 2 DLC cleanup, nothing more, nothing less. They finally added New Game Plus. Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream, 220 hours.
Wow.
Honestly, this was 10 times better than I originally expected. Here's a short review of both story and MP multiplayer. Also, top 25 first achievers. Let's go. So, story spoiler warning. Kindy.
Candy.
What was that?
Oh no.
Anyway, it was really interesting to see characters from each anime season be brought back. From main heroes to dead villains, seeing everyone back in one game and not as foes but actual playable characters was amazing. If anyone intends to play the game, I'd recommend to watch each anime season, movie and spin-off as to not spoil yourself for that. Although it's a standalone game, it does spoil the anime as it takes place after the War of Underworld arc. As to not spoil anything else, I'm going to stop blabbing about the story and start blabbing about the multiplayer. The multiplayer was fantastic. The co-op quests were pretty good, although repetitive, as it's the same shenanigans, only with a different map and boss. The boss raids were good as well. Tough, there are only 2, which are for lower ranks, with the last tier being for ranks 85 or above only. I love how the last tier keeps switching between bosses daily, giving 3 extra story bosses to fight as well. Because the cosmetic drop rates are abysmal sometimes. It took me over 100 runs of the first tier to get all the cosmetics, while it only took 50 for all the cosmetics for another boss in tier 3. The ranking system is pretty slow, which is the worst part about it. Anyway, that's enough about the multiplayer. Anyways, that's it for this month. Another Sword Art Online for the collection, going from 1,210 hours for series completion to 1,430. Wow. See all you legends next month.
Incredible work, Wes. My hat comes off. That's
that completion.
That's absolutely insane. Nice clean profile there, 100%. Love to see it. Yeah, absolutely amazing work, dude.
Madness.
Unreal. Absolutely love it. So we've got this Altan up next, best month in a while, 6 platinums, 1 DLC cleanup. So we've got Black Myth Wukong. Absolutely love this game. Combat reminded me a bit of Sekiro, had some performance dips, but other than that, no complaints. Such a satisfying game. Tekken 6, woof. This game could go fornicate with a cactus. Wow. Good example of trophies ruining a game. Most of the trophies have to be earned in the story mode, which doesn't involve your typical Tekken gameplay. Absolutely hated this entry. Dredge, nice relaxing little game for spooky month. Helldivers, played this over a few months with friends until we just had the grind for upgrades and kills left. Finally got the motivation to finish it up. Looking forward to Helldivers 2. Nice. Silent Hill 2, pleasantly surprised with the quality of this remake. Bloober Team really outdid themselves. Can't wait for their new game that they announced. And then we've got 100% Alan Wake 2, the Lake House DLC. Enjoyed this one, just a bit short for my liking. And then Neva. Needed something chill after Silent Hill 2 and the Alan Wake 2 DLC. Beautiful game from the same developers as Gris.
My apologies.
It's all good. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
It's a silent man.
We're up to Vizey. So October was the best month I've ever had for number of completions. 5 plats, including the Game Club game. 100% a hefty DLC cleanup for Jurassic World Evolution. And I finally finished the I Am Bread level I've been stuck on for a year. Meaning I'm free and clear to get the plat for milestone 150. Watch this space.
That's incredible, Vizey. Well done. Wow.
I loved all the games I played. Dredge was creepy and addictive. Cult of the Lamb was adorable and hilarious, most because I named all my followers after Discord members, leading to some fun interactions. I would like to know that now. But I want to particularly mention the Sexy Brutal, a murder mystery game, puzzle game with a time loop element and an OST.
Original soundtrack. That
goes harder than it has any right to. Made it one of the best games I've played this year. Good job on a great month, everyone, and I hope you all had a spooky Halloween.
Nice, and this is Brutal, by the way, just because you picking up on my things.
Yeah, but yours was funny.
Yeah, it was funny, to be fair. Cannelloni. Yeah, this is incredible. I Am Bread, 9 out of 10. Unreal. Very, very impressive. Have you seen the rarity for it as well?
Yeah.
0.41. Incredible. So, Bossman's fave, ho ho ho. I love that as we're getting towards Christmas now. Happy Halloween and well done, everyone. You've all had amazing months this month and I'm not jealous in the slightest. I just about managed to squeeze in an actual platinum this month and, well, at least it was fitting. On the plus side, November should be better for plats. God, I hope November is better for plats. So we've got Hidden Cats in Spooky Town. Number 14. Oh, 1 4. Oh, I was thinking number 14. I was thinking, have you started a new profile or something here? Right, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, let's see what November brings.
And then we've got Black Phantom. After 2 months of not getting a platinum, slowly decided to get with 2 for October. Yakuza 5. Unfortunately, this is the first game in the series that I wanted to end faster than it did. The story was all over the place, with 3 out of 5 characters having boring sections. Infamous 2, a gem that I enjoyed very much, just like the previous entry of the series. 2 endings, both very fun. The were really good in both in good karma and bad karma, but I preferred the good karma abilities. A lot of side content, enjoyable most of the time, but it gets repetitive kind of fast. Congrats to everyone and cheers to many more plats and great moments in the server. Keep on keeping on.
Very nice, Phantom. Love that. Very good indeed. So we've got Ryan up next. Hello all. Just 4 plats for this month. We've got Assassin's Creed 3, one of my longer cleanups. Only down to the fact I just don't rate this game highly to the rest. Did not enjoy going for this plat, so glad it is done. Thank you, Rushy, for help on the online DLC trophies, and also praise for keeping your word to finish it when I did. We both suffered playing this. Now it's over. A Hat in Time, great platformer, reminds me of the 3D Mario games. The base game was straightforward, but the Seal, the Deal, DLC, getting the death stamps was the true test. Amping the difficulty up, especially on the boss rushes, had me stressing at times. The Last of Us Part 1, third time of trying, I finally got the plat, as there's no multiplayer trophies. Great game, great story. Game looks as good as it's ever been. Glad it went an extra, wouldn't pay full price for it. Then we've got FC25, almost as similar as FC24, except replacing Volta and Rush, which is fun mode to play with friends and definitely not with randomers. Elite Trophy for Pro Clubs seemed more annoying to do this year. Was spending hours on end to find the team. Glad we got it. So again, do you see how I helped Ryan with
He did say thank you.
Oh yeah, I helped him, but they didn't help me. You know how it is. You know how it is. I remember this. Yeah. So the last trophy. Do you remember you have to wait for the playoffs to unlock? Yeah. So we jumped on, and that would have been where everyone got the platinum. But because I wasn't invited to the previous boost, I don't have platinum. Just in case I didn't mention it, on the previous entries. I remember this, boys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Good luck in November. Happy hunting. Well done, Ryan. Great little month that. Love to see it.
Then we have Fake the Goat. Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well and have a fantastic month. Mine was awesome. Here's a recap of my gaming highlights.
I like how this is written actually. This is really good.
13 Sentinels. One of the best games I've played this year. Highly recommend. The completion percentage is high, mostly because the platinum is pretty chill to get. The Plucky Squire, a great little addition to the PS Extra catalogue. That was horrible. And a fresh release. I had a lot of fun with this one. We Were Here Together, so far my favourite in the series. The puzzles were a bit easy, but still a fantastic experience. Just We Were Here Forever left to go. The Division, finally got the 100% completion. Huge thanks to everyone who helped carry me through. Couldn't have done it without you. DKO?
It might come to me, but for now I actually can't think what it is. I was just
thinking of Donkey Kong.
Yeah, not on PlayStation, but I wonder what it is.
With the service closing soon and a 10-hour platinum time, I decided it was time to knock this one out. I played with a friend and boosted the tough trophies with 2 others, then wrapped it up in duo matches against bots. The grind for 100 wins was the biggest challenge. By the way, Realm Royale servers are also shutting down. The Crew 2, this one was tough, had to repeat the same races over and over, but big thanks to Richard Butler for helping with the online trophies. I did it just for the Full House challenge. I've started a Hat in Time and super close to finishing HUD. Actually got the platinum on November 1st. More on that in next month's post. It was a 57-hour grind. Overall, it was a great month. Looking forward to seeing what everyone else has achieved.
There's a picture, so we get to see what it is.
Divine
Knockout. Yeah, that makes sense now. Very nice. We need to play the Plucky Squire.
Yes.
We do.
I would like to.
And it's not long. I think the guide only says 9 hours or something, so we could get that done over a weekend, couldn't we, if we just done a few hours each day?
Yeah.
Okay, Richard Butler up next. So congrats as always to some very impressive plats by everyone. Smashing it as always. Steady month for me with 3 easy plats, 2 for Full House and 1 for Game Club. Big thanks to Fake the Goat for the Crew 2 boost as well. I didn't hate it as much as he did by the looks. No, very good. Richard Butler, love that dude.
Then we've got Wooly. The messiest my trophy list has looked in a long time. Slowly working through the CODs, so lots of time spent one of these games to get them sorted, but by the end of the year there shouldn't be much missing. Earthfall, fun game filled with ultra rares and left 4 dead clone. Shame the studio was shut down before they could fully support the game. COD Ghosts, DLC cleanup which went very well, getting this completed twice in a month with only Monday night sessions. Resistance Retribution, wanted the full Resistance collection, so got the PSP game done twice. Decent game, but make sure to play on Infected to avoid another playthrough. Uncharted 4 DLC cleanup that I got carried away. I got carried through rather than grinding for 70 hours, so I only spent 2 hours on this to get the 100%.
Very nice. Love that, Wooly. Very good. So we've got Dylan up next. Yakuza 0. Had a lot of fun with this one and won completion of the week, which was nice. One Piece Unlimited World Red. Not much to say, just a big grind fest. Now I need Naruto to play. Yakuza 3, big yikes for pretty much everything about this game. Did not enjoy it at all. Plus I got sick halfway through my run, which made for a terrible experience. Anyway, I'm really happy with how this month turned out, as I got fastest achiever on all 3. Of course you did. And got gifted some new ones that I can play, which is nice because my physical collection for PS4 is quite small. Yeah, very well done. Very well done indeed, Dylan. Love that.
Laku?
Yep.
Styx, Master of Shadows, a fun little stealth game with some challenging bits here and there. Originally tried it years ago but never finished the first level. Well, now it has been cleaned from the backlog. COD Modern Warfare every time. Warfare 3. I don't know why I say it.
Modern Warfare.
Warfare.
Sally from Liverpool.
Warfare.
Oh,
Did all the campaign trophies and currently waiting on for my friend to get his copy of the game so we can do the Spec Ops mission and finally finish the game, maybe next month. Mirror's Edge. Oh man, what a tough journey. Back in 2010 I never finished the story as I found it too difficult. Well, now I finally finished the game and not only did I get the plat, but I also did the Pure Time Trials DLC, which definitely deserves its 9 out of 10 rating. Deadly Premonitions, the Director's Cut. An interesting game to say the least. Was free on PS Plus ages ago and only tried it back then, but now it's done. Highly suggest if you're into these types of games. Enslaved Odyssey to the West. One of my favourite games from the PS3 era. I got the plat back in 2012 but never did the DLC as they were delisted from the EU store years ago. To my surprise, as I was scrolling through the US store, I found the complete edition of the game, which includes the DLC. And since the game doesn't have a separate trophy list for different regions, I was finally able to complete this beautiful game. Bioshock, just some DLC cleanup for this masterpiece. Luckily the DLC was available after all this time. Skate 3, this was an absolutely brilliant blast from the past. I've always been a fan of skateboarding, even skated myself a bit back as a kid. Never bothered with the trophies back then either, and with the state of the servers, teams online being offline and buggy for the longest time, I always thought this plat would stay unattainable for me. Luckily the servers randomly came back online this summer, and especially with the team mode became really easy to do, but the difficulties doesn't end there, as I wanted to do the DLC as well. The problem was that my copy of the game was US, and since I'm in the EU, the DLC I bought didn't work, so I went ahead and ordered another copy in hopes of it being in the EU version. A week later arrived, and when it was another bloody US copy. I gave up, created a US account and bought the DLC from there. Bit of money wasted, but hey, I finally had Skate 300%.
Very nice.
Resident Evil Village, played through the story back when the game came out and left it there. Decided to finally clean it up, and I'm glad I did, as it was super fun, even the DLC was really great.
Love that, yeah, very rare. That was a long one, wasn't it?
Was.
Yeah. Very impressive though, I like that.
Yeah.
Really, really good month. So we've got Adam up next, 3 platinums again this month, FC25, PS4 and PS5. It's just like a dagger in the heart, isn't it? All these people getting it. Pretty much the same trophies as last year, but somehow I think the gameplay has got worse. But 2 ultra rares, Geoff loves to see it. Pumpkin Jack, really good short platformer, definitely worth the buy if you're on the fence about it. Pop the plat on Halloween as well. Very nice indeed, Adam, love that indeed.
And would you like to do it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's my boyfriend, so of course. So we've got Diddy Fawkes up next, the handsome Craig. Hello all, hope you all enjoyed Halloween and Bonfire Night. This monthly caught me off guard as it's had earlier than usual. Wink wink.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, a little bit earlier than normal, and we're only doing 1 at a time, not 2. Before we get into it, question for Becky. Why are they called apartments when they're built together?
They are a part of the same ment.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I can go with that. House Flipper 2, got access to this through game sharing, which is the only reason I played it before finishing the first game. There's no way they were getting any more money from me based on the DLC price of the first. Quality of life improvements were welcome, but you didn't really have to flip houses in the story. It's more of a maid simulator, but good fun all the same. 100% for Power Wash Sim, another month, another DLC, and another chance for me to be waving my hose around and squirting all over that place.
All over the place.
I love it. The Shrek DLC was another welcome addition, and for as long as this game releases DLC, I will continue to buy it. May even have to do with the PS5 stack. Ooh, interesting. Borderlands 3. Finished up the DLC with Tim. Thanks for the good times, mate. The DLC improves greatly on the main story, and I enjoyed every moment of it. The game gets far too much hate, especially by people who have never played it. House Flipper.
Sounds like people who play Horizon, or wait, don't play Horizon and then say they don't like it.
100% on House Flipper. OMFG, I did it. I finally did it. Got bored of waiting for the DLC to go on sale, so picked up one at the start of October and one a week later. Sale on all DLC, obviously. So I got it straight on my front log. You'll love to see it. Maybe I'll do House Flipper VR next. Then we've got Borderlands next. After trying to get the DLC finished with Serge Angus towards the end of 2023 and suffering glitches which locked out an end to that, I was finally able to get this fully completed. Big thanks to Platinum Jangus and Mr. Void for working through it with me and making what was once a miserable experience a great one. Also big thanks to Ninja for you know what. Oh, for you, I know what it is. I'll tell you after. We can't say.
Bit weird.
It's if we tell anyone, we'd have to kill them. It's like it's classified. They're on a need to know basis, and they don't need to know. 2 House Flipper games and 2 Borderlands games this month. Nice. Now, last but no means least, 100% on. Oh, spoiler alert! The 100% on the Outer Worlds. Slept on the DLC because I'm cheap, and it never went below $11.99. But picked it up as I had some store credit. What a brilliant decision that was. This DLC was every bit as enjoyable as the main game, and I implore you to play it if you haven't already done so. If Obsidian ever makes a second game, ready for the voice, Geoff? That's good.
That's going straight in my basket.
That's going straight in my basket. That's going straight in my basket. Just wanted some of that in there. And then... Look how amazing this is. Look how amazing this is, guys. So I'll read through it. We're going to open the pictures and have a chat about this. It's really good, amazing news. Not only did I achieve a trophy level up in October, I also personally leveled up. By far my biggest achievement in October, and possibly my whole life so far, is getting engaged to my beautiful girlfriend, or should I say fiancée, Louise. I even got our little boy involved with the proposal, and she loved that. Watch this space for a wedding date. Absolutely unreal. Forget about the games. Very much like we do with Rob, straight into the pictures. Absolutely stunning.
Pretty ring,
yeah,
like it,
love to see
like it, and I love how you've done it.
You've got a pretty ring. I mean, what?
Look at him.
Look at all those little face. I love this.
Oh, it's so
Mommy,
cute.
will you marry my daddy? That's fantastic. Honestly, absolutely incredible, dude. We're both so pleased for you both. It's amazing. We can't wait to meet Louise next. And Arlo, of course. Like you know, can't always just be yourself, bud. But no, it's unbelievable news. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Super happy for you, bud. Yeah, well, we'll put the games in, why not? He's worked hard on these. There we go. No, very good. Very good indeed. But yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Honestly, so happy. We love stuff like this. Yeah. You know, when we had Rob do it previously and things like that. It's really nice to see, spreading some good vibes. Yeah. But that's everyone's monthly. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Stayed till the end to see this, especially. And we will now go away and put our heads together to decide monthly champ. And then we'll drop a post as per in the next couple of days. I've got a couple in mind. I think there's one or two that sort of...
I wonder if we've got the same.
Maybe one or two sort of stood out for me. But we will certainly have a look at that. And hopefully we can start keeping it to the start of the month. Jinx. Wouldn't you like to know?
What's the story in Balamori?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Sorry.
But yeah,
I get distracted.
it's been good. I've enjoyed it. Everyone's absolutely smashed it. We got 0 platinums. Everyone else got a million.
High five!
High five on 0. High five to Stephen for 0.
I was going to say that.
Were you really?
I was actually going to say that too. No way.
All the way across the pond, Stephen. Boom. Yeah, really good month for everyone. I can't wait to see what you've all done in November. If you have enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, all of that amazing stuff.
Please tell your friends. We're so close.
Tell everyone.
We're so close to that 1,000.
Oh, I wish you were close. Right, on that note, like, comment, subscribe. Look after yourself, stay safe, and we will see you in the next one.